Alright, class, are you ready for your ELA project presentations?
Wait, there was a project? Shoot! Failed this marking period.
What? I'm sorry, Mrs. Nevercracker, but I in fact do not have my project with me.
What? Well then where's your project?
The answer's quite simple. I didn't do it.
Well, I don't expect you to make an entire project in one period.
But the real question is, what if I could?
What?
I'll be right back with a project.
Hey! Where are you going? You're not supposed to leave the room without permission.
You imbeciles. Well, since I'm here in the library, I could probably just create a project from scratch on the computers, and then bada bing, bada boom. I'll get an easy A.
Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta pee. Oh, God. Why now? Why now? Ugh. What? Wait, this isn't the bathroom.
What? Who are you and why are you dressed like that? Apply that question to yourself, buddy. Who are you and where am I? Well, you're in the Deer Park Tavern and my name's Edgar Allan Poe.
Wait, you're Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, why are you asking? Wait, so you're Edgar Allan Poe. Can I quickly interview you and then I can get out of here?
Wait, what?
I kind of have a project to do. Let's get a move on, shall we? But I never... Ugh, fine.
So, Mr. Poe, tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in 1809, and I lived with a few foster parents. I lived in England and Scotland for a couple of years before returning to the United States. Reason for this is that my parents had died when I was young.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine, but traveled around the country a bit. I like drinking, and I write poetry and short stories.
That's exactly the point I wanted to get to.
What do you mean? I've read some of your stories, and I need to do a project about them. What do you mean a project? What's going on here? Long story, do you happen to have a copy of them anywhere? Which stories do you need? I need The Mask of the Red Death and The Pit and the Pendulum.
Oh, yeah, I have them.
So what did you think? Personally, I thought both stories were pretty good. See, with The Mask of the Red Death, it just shows like a bunch of symbolism, and it's really on point. The characters are all interesting. The whole setting and atmosphere of it is just really surreal, and I really like that sort of thing. I like The Pit and the Pendulum also because it gave this odd sense of impending doom. The plot was on point, and, well, it wasn't exactly accurate to what the Spanish Inquisition would have done, but overall, it was just a very, very interesting read. And it also helped set the death trap sort of stories that you see in modern literature. I'll get back to that. Look, I feel like with your work, it shows that death does in fact exist, and it'll come and get you, it'll snap you right out. Kind of like that dynamic. And personally, as just a fan of goth stories and gothy things and horror, I really like it. It's just very different overall. And there also seems to be some references in here, what inspired these, for the setting and the time period? Well, I often read the works of Shakespeare and Alexander Pope. So, for Mask of the Red Death, the Shakespearean vibe helped influence what the masquerade looked like, how the time period was, it was very old-fashioned. It looked like something out of the Renaissance. Yeah. And the same for The Pit and the Pendulum. It's set during the time of the Spanish Inquisition. It's not very accurate, though. And for The Pit and the Pendulum, it's not very historically accurate, but I feel like references to the Spanish Inquisition and the French army were honestly quite the cool read. So therefore, it was set during that time period, am I right? Yes. So your work is pretty fascinating, Mr. Poe. Why, thank you. And also, what year is it? It's 1843, of course. Oh, so you're probably working on Murders in the Rue Morgue. First detective story, kind of an inspiration to Sherlock Holmes, yada yada yada. Sherlock, what are you saying? Never mind. I make references to classic literature all the time. That's why I chose Mask of the Red Death. You make no sense. What are you talking about? Look, I gotta run, so I can't really explain, but all I can say is it's gonna inspire a book that will inspire a certain Broadway musical that I like, which is why I picked it. Gotta run! Well, that was a strange experience, but a detective story. Sounds interesting. I had to write something like that. It's never Cracker. I got the entire project done! Oh, really? Show me. Alright. See, Edgar Allan Poe. One presentation later. Huh. That was surprisingly good. There's some things you just can't really understand. Oh, wait, that's right. Can I please go to the bathroom? Sure. Thank you, I am dying. And if you're wondering, I had an interview with Edgar Allan Poe about this. Yep, she's crazy.